Okay, let's turn to the Department of Homeland Security and the fight that's going on right now that could potentially shut down your department, or at least keep funding out of your department. I also want you to look at the calendar to sort of people understand how close we are to the deadline for that happening. It's February 27th. Here we are, just a little bit more than 2 weeks away, and we should note that, by the way, Congress is out of town. They're not working for one of those weeks, so it makes it incredibly difficult. Tell us where things stand right now. It is a standoff over the idea that Republicans are trying to push funding this bill along with making sure that the president's executive order on immigration doesn't happen.
Dana, I am on Capitol Hill now virtually every working day talking to Democrats and Republicans about the importance of a fully funded Department of Homeland Security in these times in particular. We're on a continuing resolution right now, which, as you point out, expires on February 27, which is less than 20 days at this point. And as long as we're on a continuing resolution, that in and of itself creates uncertainty about how we go about our Homeland Security missions. And if we go into government shutdown, for example, that means furloughing employees, furloughing Homeland Security officials. As Craig Fugate, the administrator of FEMA, pointed out the other day, if we go into government shutdown, he's got to furlough something like 80% of his FEMA workforce. And so I'm on the Hill every day stressing the importance of a fully funded Department of Homeland Security, separate and apart from riders to try to defund our efforts to reform the immigration system.
And are you
if people in Congress want to have that debate about immigration reform, let's have that debate. But don't tie that to funding public safety and Homeland Security for the American people. We need a fully funded department right now.
Actually, since you mentioned the potential risks, I just also want to point out that in your own contingency plan in 2013, if there were a shutdown then, nearly 90% of Border Patrol agents would still have to work, 85% of ICE agents, and 93% of TSA officials. They would have to come to work without pay, but they would have to come to work. So is it really going to be that big of a deal to most of your agency when it comes to the risk to this country?
Yes, it is that big of a deal. Let's not forget that the Department of Homeland Security interfaces with the American public more than any other department of our government, at airports, at ports. And so to just say, well, we'll just make them come to work without pay, first of all, is a real challenge for the working men and women of my department. Second, it means furloughing at least 30,000 of our department and cutting back very significantly on our operations, our operations to pursue Homeland Security. So this is not a situation to make light of. In these challenging times, we need a fully funded Department of Homeland Security right now.
And you mentioned a continuing resolution. That's sort of, official Washington speak for the fact that that your department they've kicked the can down the road for many years and not started anew. And what has that meant for your ability to face new threats? Because threats change every day.
As long as we're on a continuing resolution, we are, first of all, restricted to last year's funding levels, but we are not allowed to fund new initiatives for border security, for example, new initiatives to hire more Secret Service agents for the coming presidential election cycle, new initiatives to fund grants. We fund in excess of $2 billion a year in grants to state and local law enforcement for Homeland Security, for surveillance equipment, for communications equipment. And as long as we're on a CR, I cannot fund those new initiatives, which should be of serious concern to sheriffs, police chiefs, mayors, and governors.
Before I let you go, I have to ask you about the Secret Service, which is underneath your department. It seems like every week there is some kind of breach at the White House. This past week we saw what happened with the drones. The Secret Service is now acting without an actual director. How far away are we from your interview process finishing up on it?
We're not far away. We're taking a serious look at candidates for permanent director. The president and I recognize that the Secret Service is the finest protection service in the world, but we need significant change in how the agency conducts business. That was one of the findings of the independent panel. And I thought that their work was fair and thorough. And so we're looking at a new permanent director, and I think we'll have one pretty soon.